every conspiracy theory, crazy, wild-eyed thing that you've ever heard about the border, multiply it times 10 and you'll get real close to what the real problem is down there. You can't make this stuff up. Yeah. You can't make it up.
No, I think I understand.
And it is, when you tell people what's going on down there, it's like, oh, now no way our government would allow that to happen. They are.
And they're hiding it. They got a guy from San Diego. Did you see that?
No, I don't think so
at all. He is one of the heads of the people that are trying to control the situation, and he's saying he's been told to shut up. They shut him up, and he's with the government,
right?
And they told him to shut up about how many the illegals have been let through, the getaways and people like that. And he finally had to testify before Congress.
So it's
that was yesterday.
So it's not even. I mean, the numbers are bad. The numbers are horrible. Right?
And the reasons they did this were what?
Well, I think it probably has probably a three-pronged effect. Okay, so folks are worried about them voting. Well, there's probably enough jurisdictions out there, although I'll briefly touch on that in a minute, but there's probably enough jurisdictions out there that are aware enough that that's probably not our biggest problem. And let's face it, the Democrats, if they want these people to vote, they'll vote for them, right?
Right.
That's not the end game here. You know, Marxism and communism isn't.
Let me guess. Is it to change the population?
Electoral college. It's
all
about electoral college. They know they will never get electoral college removed from the Constitution. It just can't be done. But the way, unfortunately, probably the one loophole that was put into our Constitution, it didn't say based on citizens in your district, right? So U.S. congressional seats are divided up by population. So Missouri,
even if it's a legal population,
doesn't matter who it is, right? Because it wasn't specific. It's just that there will be a census every 10 years. And, well, actually, it doesn't say census, but that's what it means. Every 10 years. And then the seats in the United States Congress will be divided up based on population. Okay, so Missouri, without losing a single person over the last two different censuses, we've lost 2 congressional seats. We used to have 10, now we've got 8. And where did those go? Well, they went to California. And when we lost 2, they both went to California. So New York and California both are soaking up U.S. congressional seats from the hinterlands because of the way the Constitution was written and the way that Congress is divided up. Well, why is that important? Well, you know, you move 12 million people, illegal people into the United States. So the average congressional seat is about 750,000 people is who they represent. Well, do the math on that. That's over 12 congressional seats, obviously, right? That's more in the 14 category. So you put 12 million people and you put them all in California, that's 14 congressional seats. Pretty soon you don't need Missouri to even enter in on the presidential race. You don't care about Wisconsin.
You've almost got a different country.
You have 2 states then that control the entire country. Yeah. And so that's what it's about. Let's face it. We're still talking about human beings with a brain. And just like what we found with the African American community, they found out that the Democrats ain't on their side.
Oh, right? Yeah.
It's
hello. A wake-up call. Yeah. America, there's a big wake-up call here.
And so in other words, the Democrats don't want those people voting. Yeah. Shoot, they might make up their own mind, right?
Well, eventually, yeah.
Right. And so that's the situation you get into, is that the reality here, this isn't really about them, although they can, especially in some jurisdictions, they're even encouraged to vote. They know that vote really doesn't make a difference, let's say in a governor's race.
Yeah.
We're not going to allow that here in Missouri. And so them flooding Missouri with illegals and trying to get them to vote ain't going to happen, right? It just won't happen here in Missouri. But they can make a difference on a state Senate race. Or they,
So are you
what,
saying is that the reason why they're not sending as many illegal aliens here?
no, the reason they're not sending, the reason why the flood is kind of subsided a little bit, it's like the ocean, right? It's a wave kind of effect. The reason they're not is because it's costing them politically, right?
Yeah.
The Teamsters aren't endorsing Kamala Harris or a Democrat for the first time in how long?
About 32, 33 years.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
In my lifetime, then they've
Your
endorsed a
lifetime?
Republican, right? Or not
Yeah.
endorsed a Democrat.
Well,
perhaps that's
probably
true.
not endorsed a Democrat. I think it was under Clinton or something like that.
I don't know. I can't think of who it was because I'm pretty sure they endorsed Clinton. But the reality here is that from the perspective of influencing elections, it really doesn't have much to do with the Senate race in California because that's a foregone conclusion. That's going to be a Democrat, right?